Hello gamers and welcome back. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name. And a very popular question I get all the time, whether it's on Twitch or YouTube comments, is, hey Rob, what pack should I buy? I've been playing for X amount of time, or I have X amount of cards, you know, what do you think is the best pack for me? So before we get into this, there's going to be, every player is going to be different, right? Everybody's going to be in a different progression stage. They're going to have a different collection, but I can put into like a general kind of summary of, if you're this player, this is probably the best pack for you. Also keep in mind that the new expansion, the Knights of the Frozen Throne, is right around the corner. So even when that expansion is released, or even the expansion after that, this video will still be a kind of a guide for you. The facts in this don't change. The general concepts won't change, and the kind of progression of someone who's just starting Hearthstone will be the same no matter what set is currently being, you know, what is released or what is out, right? All right, so without further ado, newers to intermediate players, you don't know what the fuck's going on. You see all these packs. This pack is green. It's got some vines. It says latest expansion. You get hyped. This pack is bland. It's boring. It's classic. You're just like, eh. And these other two packs are kind of at the bottom. One's got some googly-eyed bullshit, and the other one has like some Volt-looking shit, right? So you're very confused. You're like, I have no idea what the fuck to buy. So newer to intermediate player, you always 100%, there's not a problem with investing into the classic packs. This is where you're going to find some of the most powerful class-specific legendaries in the game. You've got Tyrion, Jiraxis, Archmage. You know, maybe some of the more not so notable would be like the Hunter or Priest one, but they're still decent even to a beginner player. Also, a lot of the rares, commons, and epic cards that come from the classic set are your foundation to what decks that you're most likely going to build. So there's just a lot of cards in general from the classic set that are just found in a variety of different decks that even make up, you know, anywhere between 20 to 40% of most decks that are being built right now. Classic and basic cards make up that percentage, and then the rest of it is filled with the expansion cards. So classic set, build your foundation. This is where all beginner intermediate players need to start. Once you've built what you think is a decent collection, and you seem to be opening up classic packs and finding yourself, you know, you're getting a lot of the same cards, or you're being able to dust most of the cards that you get. This is the point where it's no longer kind of necessary for you to buy classic packs, because you're just investing into cards you already have. You know, if you're just looking for one or two legendaries out of an entire set, it's probably best you move into another set and just craft that specific card with the dust you're going to get from the cards you no longer need. So from there, you're like, all right, Rob, well, I've got my classic set. Where should I go, right? You've got your Journey to Ungoro, currently your Mean Streets and your Old Gods. You know, as time moves forward, we'll have more packs, but you know, the concept will remain the same. This is where you kind of have to dive in and do a little research on your own and figure out what decks you're wanting to build. So for example, let's say I recommend you get Journey to Ungoro, but you wanted to build a Jade Golem deck. This Journey to Ungoro doesn't really help you. Maybe there's one or two cards in the set that may go into your Jade deck, but Mean Streets is where you're going to want to lie if you're going to want to build a Jade deck, due to the fact that this is where the Jade cards come from. So kind of figure out the decks you're wanting to build, look at the sets that the cards come from, and then buy the packs that associate with the most cards you need from a particular set with the deck you're wanting to build. I know that's a mouthful and it's pretty confusing, but this is a game where you really just don't want to spitball all of your hard work and just guess what pack you need. Just spend a little bit of time, figure out what decks you want to play, and once you've got that, the rest of the pieces will fall into line, right? And let's say you don't know what decks you're wanting to build, right? It's a very common thing. I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I'm a new player. I'm just trying to play the game. Just go do the 1-1-1 method. Buy one pack of Journey, one pack of Mean Streets, or one pack of Old Gods. And this works for any packs there. It doesn't have to be these particular packs. When the Knights of the Frozen Throne are out, I recommend doing a 1-1-1. Buy one pack of each again, and just add the Frozen Throne in there. Also, don't freak out when any new set, you know, comes out. You know, Knights of the Frozen Throne is a new one, and it's coming. A lot of people are super stoked, but a lot of the cards that come from these sets, guys, when they're first released, no one knows what's good. So don't freak out and think you have to buy all these packs or you have to get in the action right now, because the thing is, no one knows what's best. So you kind of got to give it a couple weeks for people to figure out what cards go in which deck, and then from there, you know, you can invest into the pack or start disenchanting some of the cards that you think are bad. So just give it some time, do a little bit of research, and I'm sure you guys will find that your collection will fill up much quicker and much more to your pace, and the best bang for your buck, which is the best thing you could ask for, right? It's just, you would hate to play this game and be investing your time into the wrong thing. So hopefully this video helped, and if you have any further questions or comments, feel free to leave that in the comment section below, and I'll happy to get back to you. But overall, I think we hammered out, for the most part, what to go from there and what you guys need to be aiming for. And again, this was to the beginner to intermediate players. You veteran players, you didn't need this video. I probably should have mentioned this at the start, but you guys don't need to know what packs you need to buy because you guys already have all the cards, right? So again, this is to the beginner to intermediate players. So again, have any questions, I'm here for you, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Of course, I'm Rob or Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.